Same two teams, same scoreline, same picture, which is Manchester City just roaring away with the league title, 16 points. The difference now, Arsenal some way adrift. They haven't been further adrift of the top four in the 22 years of Arsene Wenger's reign. That was also the first time they'd ever conceded 3 goals at home in the first half in the Premier League era. So where does that leave us, gentlemen?
I'll tell you where it leaves us.
2 points.
Please do say.
Lost for words.
Yeah.
Without repeating Monday's show, lost for words. I mean, really, I believe there was some ex-Arsenal players, or at least one or a couple prior to this game, trying to defend Wenger prior to the game. Trying to defend him. I mean, holy smokes. I mean,
32 points. It's 32.
What's that?
32 points behind Man City there.
30.
Not 30.
30?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. That's not so bad.
Rubbing salt into the wounds.
That's not so bad then.
The only way I can put it is Man City. Oh, by the way, you mentioned the empty seats. As far as I can see, the Man City end was full.
Yeah.
Right, and the weather implications getting from Manchester. The weather's been bad in the UK by their standards. And we all know Man City fans generally come from Manchester. It's the United end that come from everywhere else. So I think that was a sign to the manager and the club. But also, Man City have basically come to London in the space of a week and had 2 friendlies.
Yeah.
Seriously. They've had 2 warm-up games for the rest of the season. Keep them in shape, keep them bubbling over, and I've got no other... It was embarrassing.
We seem to have cycled through different stages with Wenger, Ali. There was some sympathy, perhaps 8 years ago in the immediate aftermath of success. Then it went to apathy. Then it went to anger. Where are we now with Wenger?
Pity? Not answer Wenger, but just Arsenal as a whole. There's nothing there. There's nothing that this team fights for. There's nothing that this manager can do. It's all gone. It's all over. It's game, set, match. Turn the lights off. And the fans didn't even show up today. Now, you can blame that on the weather or not, but the truth of the matter is that the few fans that were there, what they witnessed today is a team that knew they were going to lose, play like they knew they were going to lose, and it was only 3-0 because Manchester City decided that it was going to be just 3-0. If Manchester City had continued with any sort of intensity and urgency to their game, this would have gotten even uglier. So, to me, it just feels like whatever legacy of Arsene Wenger, if it's on the table right now, the longer he stays around, the more tarnished that legacy gets.
Stevie?
Well, he's taken them from the Invincibles to a run-of-the-mill Premier League team. Because right now, when Arsenal step on the field in the Premier League, you're not sure, regardless of who the opposition is, that they're going to win. I mean, that's not the case. You know, Arsenal against Man City 3-4 years ago might have been a big game. This wasn't a big game. I mean, at 3-0, I was actually getting worried. I thought this was going to be a real embarrassment. But fortunately for Arsenal, Man City realised that this team just doesn't have anything that's going to hurt them and took the foot off the gas.
Was that embarrassing in the second half? I mean, that was the only reason they got a penalty. I mean, let's be frank about it. The only reason Arsenal got any possession in the second half was because Man City let them have the possession. If Stan Kroenke and his cronies and Ivan Gazidis and the board and all the money men, if they're not going to make a decision, the fans are going to have to make a statement. I've said this before. I'm not going to shout about the fans because I did that 18 months ago. Way before this got down here, calling them spineless and whatever. I'm not doing that. But they're going to have to make a statement. Now, if that means not turning up to some of the games and showing it that way, then fine, because if somebody's so arrogant and a board they're so negligible that they're going to let this carry on, then the supporters are going to have to make a statement.
If he announced now that he was going to leave in the summer, would that be appropriate? Would that work?
Well,
give him a 3-month,
why wait?
Exit
I just don't understand why wait. See, it's already late. The moment for him to go already passed. And so getting to the summer is going to do what exactly for this club? It's going to do exactly what for these players? They know they have a dead man walking anyways. And so, and if he had any sort of intelligence to him right now, and just think objectively about where he is in his career right now, he himself would take himself out of the picture. But it's not going to happen because his judgment right now is clouded by arrogance, by stubbornness, by thinking I can turn it around, by the fact that he's drawing from success in the past and saying I can make this happen again. And until somebody tells him, no, Arsene, turn the lights off, it's gone.